Happy holidays, Huskies fans, and welcome to another installment of the Husky Grappler alongside the graduate assistant wrestling coach for your St. Cloud State Huskies, Jay Hildreth. I'm John Peterson, letting you know the latest updates of your defending NCAA Division II national champions. The Huskies were at their own Open this past Saturday, the 46th annual Holiday Inn Husky Open, where 5 champions were crowned in the black and red. And Jay, tell us a little bit more about this tournament.
Yeah, we look great. We crowned 5 champions out of 10 weight classes. I really, you can't really ask for much more than that. So starting at 125, we had Brett Velasquez. He just got better as the day went on. He really did. You really saw him just continue to dominate guys and just score points and do what Brett Velasquez does. The defending national champion. He just looked better throughout the day. 33, we had Jared Oftedal, and Jared just went out there and just did Jared things. And if you know what I mean by that, he just went out there, he got on top of guys, he worked them over on top, and he looked for that pin. That's just what Jared is good at, and that's what Jared does best. At 157, you had 2 guys. You had Travis Holt and Larry Bomstead wrestling in the finals. We had 2 of our own teammates wrestling in the finals there, and they've wrestled each other a lot. The match went, it was kind of a little bit scrambly, and they were a little timid because these guys have wrestled a lot. But kudos to both of those guys, and they're both looking good and they're going to continue to battle throughout the season. Our next champs were at 197. They were Youthman and Vince, and they looked pretty good throughout the day. Personally, I wouldn't have mind watching them wrestle, but the co-champ is good for both guys, and going out with a W. And then Austin Gorgon, he just continues to do. He's up for that most dominating wrestler throughout the entire college. He just goes out there and he's physical, and he doesn't even wrestle like a heavyweight. He just is fast. He's always moving, and it's just good to see.
Speaking of most dominant wrestler, Austin Gorgon was the most valuable wrestler at the Husky Open, getting the John Oxton Award and also the Jack Oz Award for the most pins. So congratulations to the senior captain heavyweight for your Huskies, Austin Gorgon. Looking into the next duel, we have Concordia Moorhead for the last duel in the last match of 2016. It will be on December 31st, as your Huskies will be going against the Cobbers of Concordia Moorhead. And Concordia Moorhead, they are no slouch. Even though they are a Division III team, they can always give us some fits.
Yes, they've always wrestled us tough, and I'm sure this year will be no different. That's for sure. So we're just going to try to prepare our guys as much as possible. Really use this duel as kind of to our advantage looking into the national duels. We're probably going to try to weigh in most of our guys that are in that picture of going to national duels and use it just as a good preparation tool to go out there, wrestle tough, wrestle against a good opponent, get that weight down after Christmas break, and get ourselves ready for that national duels.
Before we talk about the national duels, we'll talk about the latest national rankings that just came out here for NCAA Division II. Your Huskies, of course, are still number 1 in the team rankings, and a couple of individuals are topping their weight class, including the defending NCAA Division II national champion at 125, Brett Velasquez, and then a heavyweight, Austin Gorgon, is on top of that weight. But along with that, we have some guys that are shining well, a couple of guys that are ranked number 5, and a couple of guys that are ranked number 6, and all of them have shown to be great leaders.
Oh, definitely. I think we definitely start with Brett and Gorgon. They're kind of the start and the stop of our show. What we got going on here, Brett sets the tone. He's a defending national champ. He's always going to go out there, wrestle tough, and get our team started on the right direction, get us rolling. And then you always got Gorgon at the end, where if you need to count on him, he's going to go out there, get bonus points, and get a pin. So we really got a great team. And throughout our lineup, they may be ranked 5th or 6th, but I see a lot more potential in these guys. I see them competing for national titles as well, and I just hope that we can bring that out and then get them wrestling to the best of their ability. But for now, we'll keep 5th and 6th, maybe be a little bit of a dark horse, but I see a lot more potential in those guys as well.
Those wrestlers that are ranked 5th and 6th, respectively, is at 141 pounds with Matt Nelson, 157 pounds Larry Bomstead, 165 Gabe Fogarty, 174 pounds Clayton Jennison, and 197 pounds with Vince Dietz. A lot of great wrestlers for these Huskies. They will have that duel against Concordia Moorhead, and then just a short week later, it's the national duels in Fort Wayne, Indiana. And this is earlier. It's usually the second weekend it's usually the second competition of 2017, but now we actually have that being the first competition of the year, and I think it's always a great measure to know how well the team is when you go into a very tough field on the national duels.
Yeah, it's pretty much our first stop on what we like to call the road to a national championship. That's the first place where we really get to go see kind of where our guys are at against the best competition in the nation. So we're always excited to go there. Hopefully these guys have a little bit of a chip on their shoulder going there this year after falling a little short last year. So I think we're going to get ourselves ready. We're going to be pumped up, and we're ready to go hunt for that national dual teams title.
Maryville, Nebraska Kearney, Notre Dame, just to name a few teams that will be at this year's 2017 NWCA National Duels. Before we wrap up our last installments of the Husky Grappler for 2016, Jay has asked one more question for you. What are you taking from 2016 that's going to prepare you for the second half?
I think we're just going to try to continue to get better here, especially we've had a little bit of a late start. I think our guys are really starting to come to their own here, but hopefully these guys can just continue their feet running right into 2017, and that's when the grind really starts, and we're going to start prepping ourselves to be the best of our abilities towards that end of the year regional national tournament. Hope they continue to keep their feet running.
Concordia Moorhead will be the last duel of 2016. That will be a Saturday duel, Saturday afternoon, and the following week, bringing in the new year, the National Duels competition in Fort Wayne, Indiana for your St. Cloud State Huskies. Second place showing last year, looking to get a first place showing this year. For the graduate assistant coach, Jay Hildreth, I'm John Peterson, wishing you all a happy holidays, and we'll see you in 2017.